All right, everybody, Duronx here with another Destiny 2 video. This time we're going to go through it a little bit quicker and a little bit cleaner than we did the last time. The last time we basically just took it from our stream. We had no whatsoever settings going on here. We're going to try something a little different, hopefully get a little better quality for you guys. What I've done is I've actually gone back and recorded the gameplay in 1080 rather than recording it in 780, so hopefully we can see a little bit more of the textures.
This is a practical joke. Well, it kills me to say it, but I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing I'll do all day.
Let's get serious, people.
Zavala, this is my serious face. Can't you tell?
Ikora, what have you got?
Someone or something has sabotaged the Skyline defense systems.
And comms have been spotty for the last few hours. Every sensor beyond the wall has gone dark.
Maybe it's just the storm. Maybe it's... What do the set feeds tell us?
Nothing.
Well, that's good, right?
No. I mean, they're not there. There are no satellites.
And that's not good.
As usual, Cade with his smart mouth. This scene right here, we got to see that in the trailer and everything, and I must say they did amazing with this. If you look at like the rain as it falls, when you're actually playing the game, it looks like it's hitting your screen. I mean, it's just that beautiful. I think they did amazing with this cutscene. This part right here just makes me laugh because she just blinks him in. I may not talk the whole time too because I am trying to get this to be more of a playthrough so you can see it, as well as I may pause the video in certain spots just so that we can see certain things and talk about it for a second. I really am impressed by the way Destiny did this. The Destiny 2 beta could have had a little bit more gameplay in it other than what it is, but again, it's just a taste. For those of you that haven't played it yet and you're thinking about playing it, download the beta now because it is in the open beta until August 23rd. This is Friday the 20th that we're doing this video for those of you that are watching it. I did do the closed beta, but now this is back into the open beta, so I figured I'd post another video for those of you that are still kind of on the wall or on the fence about it. And those of you that already have pre-ordered, oh my god, yes, it is amazing. This next cutscene's pretty cool too. We got a lot of little interaction with our ghost, which to me is just hilarious. And then we get to see even more interaction with like the speaking and things like that within the mission between Cade and Ikora and Zavala, as well as when you do the inverted spire mission, which is a strike. It'll be a different video at another time. The planet's Warsat or whatever it is it's talking is absolutely hilarious in the background.
Repeat, tower approach. This is City Hawk 723. Anyone home? No response on any channels, even the emergency frequencies. What is going on back there? Remember when I told you that you fly too fast? Forget I said that. Fly fast.
Yeah, you might want to fly fast here. Again, this weather and the textures that they used and the actual like feeling that they give you in the game and the audio that's in here right now is absolutely phenomenal. I can't express how excited I was the first time that I actually saw this. This is probably about the 4th or 5th time that I played through it, not gonna lie. Just watching it as I'm sitting here right now, watching the recording that I just did, words can't express. Like, if the game itself comes out and is this good and they tweak it even more, I think we're gonna have one hell of a game on our hands.
Our home. Everything's
You can see you got a few different options for weapons as you load out. I've played it a little bit. I like the hand cannons. I'm not a big fan of certain weapons, but other people are. Not quite as powerful as they are in some of the other weapons that we've seen Destiny 1, but again, this is Destiny 2. Just looking at all of this and how clear, amazing to me to see that how well they've done this game, what they've done with it. I'm gonna be quiet here for a second because talking going on and things like that.
Hey, you two, give me a sec.
What's going on?
Zavala's doing the hero thing in the plaza. Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. It'll be a short date.
Over here.
Looking at the people and things like that, it's
Follow
just
the path from there. It will lead you
phenomenal.
to the plaza. I'll take care of these people. If the Cabal want war, give them war.
Right here, this is something that's really cool that they did. Every character has a different exotic they get right here. Hunter, the Warlock, and the Titan. And it's pretty cool how they did it, that they separated it so you get different feel. Pretty impressed with that. Looking at like the textures on the walls and just the way it's so clean, so sharp. I can only imagine what this is going to look like on PC. In all honesty, I may have to go play it on PC just to play it because this is that beautiful. Right here, that rain, that water, it just feels like you're getting wet. It's just, I know I keep coming back to how beautiful the game looks, but it just looks so amazing to me. And I've played quite a few video games, I'm not gonna lie, and there's a lot of games that have decent graphics. This just, for some reason, sets out to me like there's no tomorrow. We are gonna skip a little bit of this, only because it's basically the same thing. We're gonna just keep killing stuff, so we're gonna skip this right on screen. This area here just looks amazing. I mean, we can get right up to something, and like the amount of stuff that's going on in the background, watching the Cabal explode in front of you, and just seeing those flames, like you can feel the heat. One thing I'll say is they did only give us 2 different versions of PvP and this mission, and then they gave us the strike. They gave us just the right amount of taste that we needed, I think, in order for us to feel what this game could be like or should be like. I've heard many a comment, oh, this is just D1, this is just D1. I'm here to tell you, it's not D1. I am gonna again skip through some of this just because we are watching this as it's a playthrough, and not to take the entire time out of it, and to just to speed it up a little bit. We are going to skip ahead again because this area right here isn't much. Now this is pretty cool here. It is one part in the mission where there's actually other people in the game world right now that are playing with you. Again, another piece that just adds to it. We are going to get to see some of the Arcstrider in this, which is part of the reason why we just skipped ahead to it. Absolutely phenomenal. They're just jumping at you, and weather in the background, there's fire in the background. You know, there's just so much going on the screen, and it's just amazing to see it all. You're gonna get to see pretty much 3 different supers go off here. I believe one is Void, one is Dawnblade. Gonna set off his super. I'm gonna set mine off, and they're both gonna go off. And then during this incursion, somebody else that's a Void Walker comes in and sets off a Nova, and it's just like so cool to see as everything's going off and stuff just dying. And there you see the Dawnblade going to town. And I've got my Void, or the Arcstrider, going off. Just phenomenal watching all them supers pop off, and just, you know, being able to be a part of this beta. For a lot of people that, you know, it's like, oh, it's a beta, it's cool, I get to try it out beforehand. One thing I will tell you is, guys, make sure if you have things that you want to be heard, make sure you tweet it, make sure you're telling people, make sure you're posting it, you're talking, and you know, you're talking to your friends, you're getting on the forums, you're letting Bungie know what you actually think of this, what could be tweaked here. Now, they may not fix everything that we ask them to. Why would they? It's their game. It's not our game, it's their game. But Destiny has a community, and has a very large community of people, and one thing I can honestly say for Bungie is that they listen to the community. You know, when the community sees a change that needs to be made, they are very good at seeing that and paying attention to it, you know. And so make sure that you're getting on the forums and you're saying it and you're telling them, hey, listen, you know, I'm not really keen on this, but I think this is absolutely beautiful. Right about here, you're gonna see somebody, right there it is, that's the Nova Bomb right there, and all the Axion darts that are just going everywhere in the screen. This is just like mayhem at its finest right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip ahead a little bit further in the video. I know we're doing skipping instead of editing it out, but I gotta go back for that real quick. As usual, there he is. Yes, he's still sweeping. Still sweeping. That right there is dedication.
Ikora, the speaker is gone. Red Legion, you will take no more from us, and you will find no mercy.
Get past all of this right here. We're gonna come up through, and what we're gonna come into, and you're gonna basically, I want you to have some too that you're gonna check out on your own, so you don't see everything. Right here, Centurion, he's just crazy, and we're finally getting to where we're gonna get picked up by Amanda Holiday. And I like the fact that we're seeing these people that are iconic to us, that we've seen. You know, we see them in the tower in Destiny 1, or, you know, when you hear their voices, and they never really have a whole hell of a lot in the game. Seeing Ikora and everybody out there with us, fighting with us, helping us, it makes the game come together even more. And these cutscenes are just absolutely gorgeous. We are going to watch this cutscene. Then we're basically going to skip right to the end, and we're going to watch that last little part, and we're gonna
picked up that Guardian you never showed up about.
Get them on that command ship now.
We're gonna watch the ending or the outro real quick.
Hold on back there.
I know this kind of seems weird to just be doing it this way. However, I thought maybe this was a better way to do it.
Come on, big guy. Do something.
That look in her eye that she just had, and the way they made her expressions and things like that, they really
right, Guardian.
make you feel something for the character, and you see that in their faces. It's just absolutely amazing for me to see that.
Let us know when the shields are down and we'll hit that ship with everything we got.
hologram could help. Let me take a look. Okay, the shield generator should be at the bottom of the ship.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm back again with a little bit more description of what's going on here. Basically, we've got to get to the center of it. We're going to shut off the shield so that the Guardians can hopefully help us and that we can take this guy out. Again, you see the Arc Strider using his melee up close on a boss. I've never been a Blade Dancer fan, but I do like Arc Strider. And one thing I'm going to say is, I'm not a Hunter fan. I'm not a Hunter main. I'm probably more Warlock Titan than I am anything. But right here, this section, I mean, as you can see, I tried to use a power weapon. I got flinched. One thing is, the snipers, there is ungodly flinch. That is something that I think needs to be looked at. I realize it is a power weapon, but the fact that the power weapon has very little effect in the first place is not, these snipers just really aren't that strong, and the fact that we have such terrible flinch is, they're almost unusable in a sense. Right here, that close look on that legendary's face is just absolutely amazing. And when we come back out into the rain and you can see the wind and it's pushing, it's like right up against your screen. I mean, this is something that is, artistically speaking, phenomenal. And now what we're gonna do is, this battle here is a little bit long, so we're just gonna skip over some of it real quick. Get into the final room. After we kill this boss here, pretty much dead. That's why we stopped skipping as far as we did. Plus it just looks really cool out here. I mean, I almost died there. Let's look at the rain and the wind and how it just looks so, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just that impressive to me. And I know there's a lot of games out there that just look amazing, but when a game looks amazing and actually is fun to play and has really good mechanics when you're playing it, to me that's just, you know, that's what we've been waiting for. This is, you know, people in the Destiny community have been waiting for this game now for, you know, almost a year, and to see it this way is just, oh, I keep getting excited and I keep saying things that just give it the benefit of the doubt too. You know, for those of you that say, oh well, I got error codes, or I got this, or oh, this isn't playable, this isn't that. This is in fact a beta, and if a beta looks this good, wow, what can they do with the actual game? I mean, right there, you see that it looks like your visor's wet, there's water drops on it, there's distortion. You know, that to me is just, that's what making a beautiful game is all about, and Bungie did that, you know, and giving us the ability to still have some reminiscence of what Destiny was. However, a completely, you know, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's Destiny with a new skin and they just prettied it up. No, it's not. The jumping's different, the controls are different, the, you know, the way your character's mobility is different. This is a shield generator. I'm gonna skip over this section right to the end, mainly because I want you to figure out how to do it yourself. Because I know the first time I did it, I spent quite a bit of time. Like, so emotional. And now, he comes.
fight.
Bring it ready here. We're gonna pause here just in a second.
Something's wrong.
Fragile. How fragile we are.
Do not look at me.
Look at what they did right there. That is just absolutely phenomenal.
You are weak.
Just the fact that the reflection in his suit.
You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you.
And our ghost falls. As that falls, and we see the city burning below us.
Your kind never deserved
Just
the power you were given.
where do we go from here? You know, seeing this and seeing where the story may end up and where the story's going. Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Is mine.
There it is, the opening homecoming mission. We're gonna get to this screen where it's just gonna kind of fall in and let us know that Destiny 2 is here. We're gonna leave that on for now. And what I'm gonna leave this video with is basically gonna say, hey, you know what? Give it a chance. If you haven't downloaded the opening or the beta yet, and it is in open status until Sunday. For those of you who are on the beta time, and our PC players, definitely try to get in on the beta for PC. And hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great day.